Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chicago Bears. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Time. 45, Mike, 45.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Lady, check, crunch. Check 26, check 26.
Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go, son. 94 is the mark.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Young lady. 94.
Hey, seam 6.
Give this ball back for the touch.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. That one good for 26 and a first down. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Alert 3. Check. Young lady. 94 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Better drop something else, baby.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Pick it up, D.
Hatch it. Sponge. No.
Check 31.
Red 80.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
Right over there.
They'll need to get this to the 38. Right, that's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Hey, Echo.
I don't think you got it, son. Why? Red 80. Kill.
Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Bring it. Red 80. And 58 is a Mike.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. He's got his tight end, Oliver. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
We're going to side. 4 is the mic. 94. Red 80. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
61, matchbox lights.
Red 80. Check 3.
Hey, wahoo!
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
94. 94 is the mic.
Here's
Big
Darnold.
stop, D. Big stop. Let's
To
go.
the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion, motion.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
What's that? Mike, 58. 58's the mic. Red 80. Hold this. Yellow 80.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
58.
Now Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, exit.
Come again. 58 Mike.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Bilal Nichols drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
A 37-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
47's the mic, boys. Check, check.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
27 up. 180.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
18. 24 is the mic.
You.
24 is the mic. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Lock in, lock in.
Check safety.
Now Trubisky to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
180. Mike 47.
Here we go, here we go.
Blue.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you. I got you.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That's it.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Alert.
Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
3 down.
3 down.
Kill.
Alert.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Good stuff.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Check nickel. Slam. Watch twist.
Red 80. Twist.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they work this out past the 25.
We play to
A
win.
big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
We're going to sign.
94 is the mic. Hey, here I come. Shift. Watch the shift.
Red 80.
Shift. Switch. Check. Lucky.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Easy work.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
94 is the mic. Check.
Young lady. Hey, zoom.
Check
Young lady.
Check 13. Watch that.
Check. Safe.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hot. Check 24.
Hey, Charlie.
Showing eight.
3rd and long, it's Darnold.
Here we go.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
Pretty quiet. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, but now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
24 is the mic. I got wide.
Ran, tuck.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Alert! Ran, tuck.
Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
56.
Now it's Trubisky.
Get ready.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, watch the right. Watch the right. Hey, watch the slant. Lady. Watch the slant.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught by Sanders. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Motion. Lady. Hey, Alpha.
On first down, it's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
It's second down.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great play there. 84 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Orbit.
56.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Pat O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Jaguars take over.
Let's go, fellas.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on second down. Darnold. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Parker, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, Delta.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. 30, the 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 15, Jaguars 12.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Go, go.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's 3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Darnold. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, this this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long. Now Trubisky. He finds Coleman. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
25.
180. 18. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
4 down.
Hey, Echo.
24 is the mic.
Okay, double up.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year as they have taken the lead. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Bears 22, Jaguars 19.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get to the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Smooth.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Stop! 180! Double tight! 3 down,
and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
24 is the mic.
Here we go. Lock in.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got a 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
I want that. Give me that.
Trubisky now down around his goal line. Completes it to Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Able to get away. Oh, fighting off the defender. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
That's going to be a 18. Tight dog.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. This one complete to Coleman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
21 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try the left side. Downs, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's right.
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bears take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch 7.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his tight end, Oliver. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And the Jaguar first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Red 80. Red 80.
On 1st down, Darnold. That one complete. He finds Shark. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports. From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Right there.
Watch the pass.
Gone, gone.
Here we go.
Deep grip, deep grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Down.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Buzz, buzz.
58.
Hit it.
58.
Now Rudolph.
Pick me up. Here we go.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Ready?
So now an early
60
third and
yards.
10 here on their
Let's
opening
go.
drive.
Check. 36. 36. Check 3.
And I-
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Colts take over first
Let's go.
and 10
Let's go. Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Go. Shoot.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to maneuver. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues,
Ready,
it
break.
could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Go, go, go,
One
go.
play has him
Go.
up past the 40
Hey, Alpha.
already, and another first and 10.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Pick it out.
Back to throw. Daniels. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen
Come on,
sense
set.
of it in order to get rid of the
50, plant,
football.
go.
After being sacked
Single,
7 times
single,
last week,
single slot,
that
single
clock has
slot.
been sped
Bravo.
up.
Eyes on 85.
2 times. 2 times.
Five.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
30 base. Hey, orbit. General West.
Coming to you.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
Huh.
From the gun on third down. Daniels. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Good job.
Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Jets
Ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, if the season ended today, it's not going to. We still have December. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Twins. Go.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A game there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves, despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Now.
Rudolph. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
All day, baby, let's go.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2nd and 4. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Go, go.
D, let's get that ball. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. 50.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Mike 50, huh? Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Ready? 10,
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I'm coming after you.
X3. 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6, get it.
From the gun, Daniels.
Mike 53.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a second down.
I got him.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes it 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Back to throw. Daniels. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens,
base.
guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Ready, ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
58 for Mike. Time to go, night.
On 2nd and 12, Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Tighten up. Watch the safety creep.
Sit up.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's incomplete. Almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
And he's taken down. back at his own 7. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Hey, wahoo! Five.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels.
Get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football.
Baby, all day, baby.
Hooker on the coverage.
On the
The
set.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now this throw caught left side. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Ready.
The evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practice now. It's not necessarily, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
At the Jets' 47-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw. 80 weapon.
Watch the run.
Hey.
Close the mic.
Hey, exit.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Big rip.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. He's going to loft one. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Jets take over.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
58, right there.
The first throw for the backup Foles.
All day, baby.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
The Jets take over first
We got this.
at their own 25-yard line.
We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
30-yard line.
Come on, set.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Zoo.
I got him.
Check. Crunch.
Hit it.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lamb. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive
60
has him up
yards.
near midfield here for first and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Check. Pilot, 64. Weak.
Back to throw. Daniels. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Check. 52's to Mike.
Let's go.
Five. Now.
Off the play
It's
fake.
just me and you.
Daniels
It's just me and you.
looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
Time will
Pick
tell
six
if that's
all
an
day.
interception
Don't throw
that
my
rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road.
Drop deep.
You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early.
Five.
But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go on this one.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line.
70,
Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Open man is Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Let's go, baby.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
On the double.
Go 58's the money.
Topper. Let go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Check.
Second and 8 at the 13-yard line.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Converge.
6-6. Pull it high.
Hatchet.
Rock it. Ready.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult pull to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter.
It got his man complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 81 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Ready.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Rudolph now to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
18 Gator.
52.
Bravo.
You mine.
Now.
Off play action. Daniels. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
5.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Recon 130.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
General West. Get it.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 12, Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Break.
33, check Mike 33.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Rudolph. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. It makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Protein spill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Ready, break.
58, 58 is Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Hey, 58 is the Mike.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey. Hey, Haywood. Now.
2nd and 5.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, take your soft self back to huddle. Soft self back to huddle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Rudolph looking to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking in our deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off the play fake. Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Go!
Dash, go now! Mike 50, Mike.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Daniels. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check 52's the Mike. Check 52's the Mike.
Rip right.
Go!
Hey, watch the slam.
Deep river.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And DP goes into Jets territory before being taken down. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room. A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go. Let's do this.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
53. Mike,
Pilot, 64, weak.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Look, squeeze.
Fresno.
Hey, Echo.
Check safety.
Now.
On first down, Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Five.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
We ain't begin to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
3rd and 2, Rudolph. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Rudolph. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Hey, check.
Go.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
50, Mike
On
50.
1st and 10,
I got
Daniels.
you. I got you.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the slant.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm going to hit you.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Be afraid of me.
Big River. Big River.
Off play action. Daniels. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets have recovered. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Set. 15 lining. 15 line. Blue draw Corker. Hey, foxtrot. Foxtrot. Snap.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw, Rudolph. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Interception.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
58, right there.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Ready, ready.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Set. 30
It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Exit, exit.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Off play action. Daniels. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready,
They
ready.
will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
Let's get off the field.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Lucky.
Now.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
There we go. Nice move.
Harris Campbell there to make the grab. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. They need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 33. Get it.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will extend this big lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The New York
60
offense
Pittsburgh.
taking over for their next possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9.
Ready?
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Found his target, it's Anderson. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I just remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. Is the game certainly not taking us there?
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. The throw over the middle taken in. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play there for Andy. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
You better be ready next
I know
time.
there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Let's go now.
Gotta imagine the
60
pass
outlaw.
rush will be equally intense
Hey,
here on
check.
2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Daniels. And the pressure gets to him again. Darren Lee, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Daniels. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era.
Ready.
We think about sportsmanship and all
Hey,
that.
Charlie.
Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jets take over first.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The
here we
New
go.
York offense taking
60
over for
yards.
their next possession.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Hustle, hustle.
Watch it.
Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Okay, baby, I see you.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Daniels. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Mike 52.
Bravo. On the ball. X3. To it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Lonnie, 15 line. Greystone, travel.
One last throw here for Rudolph. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's